Okay, welcome back to 7achiWithUs.
With our guest here, Ahmed.
I feel I'm in trouble. I already feel I'm in trouble already.
So, no pressure.
What did you do?
So we honestly just want to know who you are.
I have no idea who am I.
Well, I guess we're about to find out.
You have to tell us who's Ahmed.
What do you want to know? ترى انت الشغل ترى شوي
All right, let's get into it.
انت يمين صعب ذبحتوني انتوا.
So let's
Be
figure
honest.
out this mindset of yours.
Which one of them?
MashaAllah. Where would you say your mindset in life? Like
If you can describe your life in one word.
That's unstoppable.
Unstoppable.
Yeah, I think that's the best
All
description.
right.
Yeah.
So you're just a busy man then.
Very.
Busy.
Yeah,
What's
very.
your daily routine?
I don't
What
have
does it look like? Okay, let's say it's
No
Monday
routines.
morning. The alarm goes off.
I don't have alarms.
You don't have alarm.
No, I
You
just
wake
wake
up
up.
same time every time.
Usually it's like an hour. It's an hour in my day. That okay.
Mashallah, that's
I'm
good.
waking up around this hour of the day.
Yeah.
Unless if I have to wake up earlier, okay, I'll wake up early.
Okay,
Otherwise,
so
it's,
let's say this hour of the day.
خلاص, I woke up at 10.
He woke up at 10.
I wake up at 9,
Ya
okay?
Jama'ah, he woke up at 10.
I woke up at 9, okay? I have my phone in my hand. I go through my usually 200 to 300, 400 WhatsApp messages. Finish them all. Go with my emails. Anything interesting I have to reply to. Okay, fine. Done. Clear that off and then go through my calls. Finish them. I usually do all my meetings from the house or usually everything from the house. Meetings, video
Okay,
calls.
so maybe for more in depth, what
Aywa.
kind of meetings, what kind of messages is it, you know?
Everything. Because all the business is run through WhatsApp.
Okay.
So each team, the marketing, the online, the sales, social media, the operation from each location is there for different businesses, different deals. Everything's happening there.
Okay. Do you also have like help? Because that's a lot of...
Sometimes certain things I
Messages.
delegate, but certain things I have to be. Sadly, I am.
Fair enough, yeah,
point-
yeah.
Is it more than one business or is it the
multiple.
Aquaman? Because you're the
The
Aquaman.
Aquaman is just that's the main
The main thing.
personal brand.
Yeah.
It just came from nowhere. It's hilarious.
Nice. We'll get to that.
Oh shit! I feel I'm worried.
So where are you from?
Here,
You're from here.
UAE.
Born and raised?
So every locals here
Dubai.
are from Dubai. You're from
Dubai,
Dubai.
Yeah,
Okay,
Dubai.
nice. Very nice.
Explains the confidence.
Yeah.
I feel like people who are raised like in Dubai, they're more like confident. Abu Dhabi, I would say more like chilled, very family, like, you know, head down, kind of quiet
It
life.
depends because I know a lot of my boys Emiratis. They're not all.
Okay, fair enough. I guess that's very...
I'm a bit outspoken. I'm like a bit of like a black sheep out there.
Would you say you're the traditional Emirati man? No.
Far from one.
Was that like you growing up your childhood or that's just what?
Oh, that's how I was always.
That's how you were what?
Always different.
And how does your family feel about that today?
They can feel me about it.
Yeah.
You see, you do not own your reputation.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to regardless. Like what people opinion on you, that's their opinion. As long as you know who you are, then that's all that matters.
So what would you say you're not the traditional Emirati man? Like what's different about you?
I don't do. Huh?
It's a good question.
Yeah, I don't do jobs. I can't be in a government job. I can't do. And
To be your own boss.
I grew into that space, but yeah, man, I'm cultural. I understand the culture very well, the age very well, but there's certain things that I don't indulge too much in it because like it just limits me from growing as an individual holistically and mindset and spiritually. I avoid it.
Very nice.
But again, it's a vibration.
Yeah.
Like certain things does not help me grow or flow. So why should I do them?
Fair enough.
Can we go back to your childhood a little bit? Like, let's
Long
say
time
Ahmed
ago.
in school,
Long time
elementary
ago.
school. Were you like the you
Like
know,
how was it you growing
yeah,
up?
were you
For
a
example,
troubled
with
student?
us, we grew up in Canada. We were bullied in Canada.
Yeah.
So we were like the only Arab kind of different living amongst
So we
you know,
were
whites.
really trying to be people that we were not, you know, trying to
Yeah.
be more white.
fit in, yeah.
But
being
with you, it's
embarrassed of-
different. Like you have your people, everyone's like you.
Yes and no. I mean, normal school days, high school, I think when into high school, that's when everything changed because I was always private schools. Then when government schools, it's a whole different vibe.
Yeah.
So it's very, very different. A bit of bullying, a bit of craziness, a bit of this. Into university, that's when I just became a whole different individual.
So there's still bullying here. It's
Oh,
just
yeah, it's
different type of
everywhere in
bullying.
the world.
Arab bullying.
Even now when I see the kids, because I do with one of my businesses is with kids, so I can see the bullying how it is now.
Yeah.
It's so different now. It's always there.
Yeah, it's always there. It's just
Dynamic is
different.
gonna be
And
always
at
there.
times it kind of needs to be, you know, it kind of shapes who you become later on, how you deal with, because there's Karens in adult world, you know, there's some mean
Exactly.
bullies.
Know how to
Even
deal
I'm
with
sure
it.
you can share later on one of your stories of how you deal with like straight up
I bully back,
assholes, you know,
I bully
even
back.
in the adult world,
Yeah.
like you being a teacher, sometimes you deal with like rude parents or like, you know, it takes you
have to,
back.
yeah.
So
It's
you
a
got to kind
lesson.
of fight that little kid in you that would usually like, what do I do? Or you go home later at night being like, why didn't I say
Exactly.
anything?
No,
So
definitely.
yeah,
Life
that's
is a lesson.
interesting growing up here.
It is. How did it start? How was your journey? Like how did
No,
you...
it's just nothing but failing a lot. Because I failed a lot. I'm the king of failures. My first year in business, I was rejected 617 times.
Oh,
wow. And then for the next 4 years, I was fighting to go back to zero because I had a partner. We did some of my bad deals and bad contracts. He left me with like a good 1.8 million dirhams in debt. And then 4 cases. And for the next 4 years, I'm just going back to zero. So I'm fighting to go to zero to start.
Yeah.
And then, so it's like a hockey stick, nothing. And then eventually it kicks end up.
Can we pause? Since we're in this high state of emotion. How the hell were you dealing with that?
Just
like that,
you
like
know,
take yourself
or
back
didn't
to
give
that.
up.
Yeah, or was anybody there helping you? Like,
No.
see, that's the crazy thing. Is you
But
don't have anybody.
but that's the thing. Like you need to be in a level of obsession and understand the concept of overload and pressure. Because most people don't understand pressure. They fold. And the genius thing I did was one thing. I just never quit. That's it.
I was just gonna say, like, you didn't give up.
That's it. That's the only thing that I did. I didn't never quit. I just continued going. No matter how impossible and hard and disgusting it was.
So you had a vision, you knew it was gonna work.
I put all this time and effort. Did I get my goal? No. Why stop?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to look back 5-6 years from now and say, oh, I wish I pushed harder. No, push hard now.
Yeah.
Don't sleep now.
Exactly.
Have hard time now. Be broke now.
Yeah. Work
And
hard,
then-
play.
Yeah, and then go ahead. But that's people just always quit too fast.
True. Yeah, especially with business, it's hard, especially when you put so much, like you said, you lost 1.8.
Again,
a lot of people will get discouraged and
Here's my thing. Being an entrepreneur, it is not sexy.
yeah.
It's not for everybody. It's a 1%. They call us 1% for a reason, because not everybody can handle that. It's very lonely. It's very testing. Nobody cares who you are, what you are, where you're from. Nobody cares about that.
Yeah.
You gotta go at it. And then if you do not prove yourself, and people say, I'm an entrepreneur. Are you an entrepreneur? Most people are just solopreneurs.
Yeah.
They are either
Anybody
solopreneurs
could
or...
call
So what
themselves.
is an entrepreneur? Like, what is a true
That's like
definition?
what
I
you
always,
say.
I always ask a simple question. If you leave your business for the next 2 months, will your business still exist or not? And 90% of people say like, no, it won't. So you are a solopreneur.
Yeah, you're the one who's putting the time
You
and
are
energy.
self-employed. That's it. Don't say anything else. Because if you stop, then there's no money.
Right.
So you're just not
Fair
entrepreneur.
enough. Okay. Yeah.
That's the biggest filter.
Interesting.
And it comes in next step. Okay, will the business continue existing and continue growing? And that's the difference. Like, are you an entrepreneur? Are you a business owner?
Yeah.
And that's the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's people that will just invest their money and
Yeah.
not do the work and
Exactly.
Not
So
let
you
it get
never-
anywhere.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
how
So
do you
you-
take that jump from a solo entrepreneur
Ego.
to...
Ego is the biggest thing that holds you back.
it is
Interesting.
Ego.
because a lot of men these days have this ego of I don't want to work
And
for
women.
anyone.
No, which one? Everybody.
Yeah, I feel like everybody.
Like I've never. Here's the thing. Like I was just talking to somebody earlier today from from Poland about business and so on and so on. No, I'm gonna do it myself. It's like, well, you already failed. I'm gonna do it all by myself and make it
Just the
successful.
negativity.
No, because like the narrative, the view that's moving you is like I'm doing this all by myself. So say I did it myself. Cool story, but you never do. Because again, you're gonna be a one person band show.
Yeah.
That's it. You never grow. Like I only managed to grow and scale my business when I let go of my ego and start delegating my job and giving people power to take decisions and empower them and give them freedom to do it. Most people don't do that because you have what we call the founder syndrome. It's like, yes, you are the best who can do it, 100%, but you never grow. So like I know what I'm great at. I know what I'm shit at. Things I'm sure that, okay, fine, find something better than me, do with me. I am not the smartest person in my business. I have PhD holders, I have master holders, I have people who are 30 years experience in my business. They're better than me.
Yeah.
My job as a CEO and the owner is to delegate the job and the task to the right people.
The vision.
Yeah. Because if I do everything myself, I'm not going to have anything else. I'm going to be always working.
Yeah.
Because I know how it feels. Because I did 57 months of no days off.
Right.
57 months.
Wow.
So every week I was doing 100 hours plus. So I understand that mindset. And I understand now, okay.
The hustle.
Of course, how you got to where you are. What kind of CEO boss would you describe yourself? Are you cool? Are you...
No, it's really exactly like
how do
today,
you
like I had
manage
my media people, my media team. It's like, listen, you could be basically the new director of my whole media.
Yeah.
But you are acting like the lifeguard.
Right. So you empower them.
Yeah, you want to be that,
up.
you got to do this and this and this. I know the job, how it takes. I know how to do it myself. It shouldn't take you 6 hours to do a 1 hour job. And it's like, hey, you have the tools, be creative, go crazy, try things.
Love that. You push them to do bigger, better.
But you have to, you have to. So that's one part. But then when shit goes bad, hey, all of you fired.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, you got to do the job.
Because also, if you don't stand your grounds, they're going to take advantage of
it's not,
any employee.
Again, it's not personal, it's business. Like, I want you to eat, but not on my table.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So a lot of people out there have this misconception that, a lot of the Emiratis or what Khalij, like they're born into businesses or their family gave it to them or their father. Was it your thing?
I wish that was the case, but none of my family.
Had no help.
Yeah, none of my family. Actually, that was one of my biggest withdrawals in the beginning, because my parents never had businesses. They had one job all their life. Nice, kindest people on earth, but then that level of kindness does not work in business.
Business, yeah.
It does not at all. So like, some of the biggest mistakes I did was because I was like, it's okay, haram, let him be. I got my ass kicked for it.
Yeah.
And so like I just, okay, fine, I love you guys, but like,
I'm gonna do my own thing.
Yeah, I do my own thing. Because that day they was talking about some business, like, guys, between all of you combined, I have failed more than all of you.
Yeah.
Which means I am more experienced than all of you. So please don't talk about things that you don't know about, because I've paid my dues to become there.
Right.
And that's fine.
Because I'm sure they wanted you maybe to do something, go to university to be
I did that, but that was the biggest waste of money and time.
Yeah. A lot of people,
I swear, now it's like being parents now, me and you.
I would
sometimes we think about, would we do what our parents did, pushing them to school, or just...
Not only push them to go to school, no, you have to go to school to be a doctor, or you have to go to school.
I think, okay, see, here's the thing. Maybe the first, because for me, like, I'm a big believer on, what they call it, homeschooling. I've seen the results of that. I've seen a lot of my very good friends, and I've seen what the kids became. I was like, wow. Like the kids are 11, between 9 and 12. I've seen kids acting better than people 20.
Depends
25.
where they grew up. See, if it was Canada or the States, I definitely would.
I've seen this case in like 6 different countries.
Wow.
And I've seen the results identical to all of them. So that was one part. I don't believe in university education at all whatsoever. Zero.
Waste of time.
Oh yeah, because again, it teaches you
money.
3 things that are wrong. Number one, that if you do a mistake, it's wrong. But in real life, the key of success is failing.
True.
So the programming of like doing mistakes ruins you from growing. Number 2 tells you that if you work with others, it's called cheating. It's called collaboration.
Yeah,
so true.
And number 3 tells you every problem has one solution. But in reality, there's multiple solutions for every problem. But it limits you from seeing this.
Right.
So all these 3 things ruin. These are all against what actually life is. It's just like that program. See, like I had to learn what I learned in university. Unlearn that and relearn actually how money works and how things works.
Yeah,
this is what I wish schools taught us, like life lessons.
They don't.
Business lessons,
taxes,
like how to be in the real world.
Yeah, exactly. But that's
no,
what
they say schools kill creativity. Like
I
anything
I have ADHD and dyslexia. I suffered from school.
Oh, so I can just imagine. That's why I was wondering, how were you in that classroom?
I suffered.
Because
a lot of people would judge and be like, wow, that kid's going to grow up and be nothing.
I suffered in school.
My days, I'm so sorry.
And it's hilarious. Like I was always the D student in class, and always D students are the business owners. Always.
Yeah.
Okay. And the A students in my class, 2 years after graduation, was my first assistant.
That's so funny. We used to get so mad at my mom when she'd like compares by hi بنت مدري منو شوفي وين راحت, and now we're like mom,
Yeah, we're like, huh,
where's she at now?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But that's the thing. Like,
swear.
there was this programming that they had, and back in Sheffield, this is the issue. And you cannot judge somebody for understand that. You cannot judge a fish for not able to fly. Their programming was this piece this means that.
Yeah.
Because their parents taught them that.
They follow,
and they know better.
robots.
No better. I remember that your parents existed, most of you guys existed in a period there was no internet.
True, yeah.
We grew into internet.
Those were the times.
You know,
That were the best
نمشي
times.
للمدرسة.
Yeah. But you understand? And they exist in a time that didn't even exist. There was no Google or Netflix or none of these things.
True.
So again, their reality and their life is different than that. And this is why you become, your perception and your perspective are very important.
Very.
Perspective is like seeing things from different angles and seeing how they see it and perceive it. But with the issue most people are in their perception is their ego, is the bubble. So they don't see anything else but themselves.
Yeah, that's why you got to cut that generational curse.
That's why I feel like our generation was the best, because we were street smart and book smart. Like, you know, we had best of both.
Right.
We were out on the streets playing. We had no internet and stuff.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
But we still like had time to learn about it and like see how to maneuver on it. Like not like, you know, when we
I think that day I was talking to some friends, they came over and like they were like in mid-20s and I'm just saying about this countries. World map.
Wow.
They have no idea. It's like, where's Saudi Arabia? No idea.
Oh
it's like, where's Maldives? No idea. They just know about these places. But point on the map,
exactly.
no idea.
Yeah.
So that general knowledge that we used to have,
no.
because now everything is on phone.
Exactly.
Google, that's
It's
it.
not the same.
Yeah, there's no actually memorizing
So
anymore.
bad.
It's not the same.
It's good and bad.
It's good and bad. I was gonna say,
Yeah.
when do we really use, like, you know, it's nice to know, obviously, to be educated is sexy. It's ambitious. It's nice.
You have to go to,
But also, who's really gonna come up to you and be like, pop quiz, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Or like, when are you gonna need it in a job to know?
No, a
Hey,
job.
I mean, unless you're buying countries and shit, then
No,
okay.
but in social settings, it's a very empowering thing.
Of course.
Having network knowledge is a very empowering thing because it makes you be able to penetrate and hack society sections by, because again, money does not grow in trees. It grows in other people's pockets. And for other people's pockets, their money to go in your pocket, that means you have to be relatable and likable. And for you to be relatable and likable, you have to have this information in you. And people don't have that.
True.
So
That's why they'll feed off of you.
Yeah.
because you
So
have
you're very awkward when you go to, you can't talk about anything and everything. You can't read the room.
Of social.
Reading the room is so important.
It's a superpower now.
Oh my God.
Nobody have it.
Yeah.
I swear.
A lot of people are socially awkward these days. They don't know how to
Read
interact.
the room, read the energy in the room.
always
Like,
say
know,
that,
know
read
what
the
is what is what.
Yeah.
So again,
agree.
these are things, and all these are skill sets that you can actually learn. But people don't want to learn because again, go from the beginning, you're afraid to try because you're afraid to fail.
Right.
Remove this whole concept of, because I'm a big believer, like fall in love with failing. Like fall 9 times, get up 10.
Yeah.
Like
Practice makes perfect.
Yeah, you have to, but fail. People are afraid to
But
fail.
sometimes those failures fucking hurt.
And that's
man.
Yeah.
that's what I was teaching my son. He had like this phase where he used to, like, any game he plays or anything, he'll just throw a tantrum, and I just had to teach him, like, Mama, it's okay. Just have to keep going,
Yeah.
you know, failing until you get better. But like you were
Also,
saying, with failure and, you know, you didn't have it all and you failed to get to where you are. So
Yes.
how did that start? Like, continue what you were saying. So after you failed and all that,
Well, first
how did
year,
you get up?
Yeah, cases, got out, went to zero again, and then bankrupt twice. That was fun, not. And then eventually start asking help, have an advisor, have the right lawyer, have the right accountant. Okay, let's build again, and then you do still mistakes, and then eventually you crack it.
Crack the code.
Does it eventually crack?
Yeah, eventually, but that's the whole thing, like, you know.
Does it really? I'm asking for a friend.
So here's the thing.
Asking for a future entrepreneur.
Yeah, see, there is multiple, يعني, not one thing. There is so many things you have to crack. Because again, yeah.
I feel like the
think
first person is
one,
yourself.
The first thing you have to crack is being scared. A lot of us, we have so many business ideas, but we're like, what if?
But not even
But what
business
if it
ideas.
doesn't?
Think deeper. Like, I will, like, you know, what if you're living in it? What if you and your family, and let's say your husband is going for that entrepreneur, like I feel it. There's something, I'm right on the precipice. I'm going to do it. But you're broke as fuck. You're in loans. You have 2 kids. You're like, oh my God, like, do I leave? Do I stay? What do I do? Do I have faith in my husband? Do I support? Because what if I don't? And then he gets there and then I'm the worst person ever. You know, that fear of, do I keep doing it? A man's fear of, holy fuck, my family is depending on me, you know, like, so how, like, that's what I'm saying. Does it, like, you know, is it God? Hello,
so
God.
much to answer.
Like,
one by one. Okay.
Sorry, we're excited.
I know. What if?
What if?
It's a very big word. So, okay, everything, see, what if it fails, right? Okay, let me give you one more statement. What if we succeed?
What if, I know, but that's, I'm telling you,
but that's the whole thing. See, if I told you,
the negativity always
here's the thing, because we are so afraid of the word no, that becomes synonymous. Oh, if I get no, it's personal.
Since babies.
Okay.
That's why they say.
If I told you, you have
them.
29 no's to become a millionaire, aren't you going to go through this no's so fast?
Very fast.
So just change the whole narrative of what no is.
Yeah.
The issue is, and okay, we do not see, we have a society that does not support. And we think as we have family, friends, they should be our supporters. No.
Yeah.
Perfect your craft. I think also start small and grow. Don't try to do a checkmate move from the first move. Doesn't happen. Take your time. I think respecting the process is extremely vital.
Yeah.
I had a friend. I remember a while back, 2 female friends came to me with the same concept. It was about some beauty product. I come and invest with us. I'm not gonna invest with you. It's like, why? No, this doesn't make sense. But you have the money. It doesn't make. No. So I gave him the same advice. One didn't agree on it. The one listened to me. I said, simple. You have 10 products. Okay, put these products. Now you have AI. You have pictures. Put them on your social media, whatever platform you're gonna sell. Every order, let's say I want to sell this item, the minimum quantity order from the factory is, let's say, 100 pieces. Save you buying the stock and keeping it with you and so on. So no. Sell it online. You meet the minimum order, you place the order. You didn't meet the minimum order, you reply to every customer, sorry for the delay, we have this other item.
Like literally do it by yourself.
Exactly. Second event, sorry for the delay, here's a voucher, 15% discount for next order, and here's a free gift with the order.
Smart, yes.
Now you have understood which product actually move and which doesn't move. You already made your money. You know which products are moving. You can order X from that. And now already have that database of customers. The other one, no, she went and got an investor for $1 million, got the stock, put all the products, nothing moved, and she got products.
I was going to say, then you could have been like, this I will invest in, you know? Like.
But that's the whole thing, step by step. You do not have to be perfect from the start.
Just have to try.
You need to, when you look back at your first product 2 years ago, you need to laugh at yourself. Perfection is nothing but insecurity. Go and try, fail. The faster you fail, the faster you become better. Most people are, again, afraid to fail.
Also, I feel like the faster you realize it's a fuck up, just move on. Like, don't have a freaking...
Pivoting
or imperfect it.
Pivoting is important to understand. I'm pivoting this, or I'm scrapping this is very important.
Because how many times do people be like, oh, like, then they start playing the pity game. Like, you don't understand.
It's a volume game. Here's the game. It's a volume game. Where, you only convert 1%. So for you to do 1%, you have to do 100.
Right. True.
Okay? It's a volume game. You need to have enough skin in the game, much failures and much tries for you to be able to do one. Patience is extremely important. Again, if it was easy, anybody else would do it. Again, it's also very, very, very lonely for men in that space. And again, it's very masculine space.
The business.
It's very masculine. It's not feminine. It's very masculine. It's very hard because, like, again,
why for the ladies that are going to be like, how are we 2 girls being quiet over this? Why? I'm not disagreeing, but could you explain why it's very masculine?
Women want to be in business. Okay, fine.
He slipped that in really quick, not feminine.
But it is because, again, women you have feminine energy, we have masculine energy, which is fine. That's not an issue with that. Like, and most of the people, the top people in my business are females because they're very good at what they do. They take it very personal. They take it very.
Hear that, ladies?
Emotions are involved.
Emotional intelligence is extremely important. But again, negotiation, arguing, closing, courting, these are all men things.
I agree.
These are all men things. And
Like you're saying women shouldn't be...
She can try, but again, here's the thing, here's one more thing what I observed. We have a lot of men supporting men.
For sure.
CEO groups.
That's really
guy
true.
groups. You will never find female-oriented groups because women are very competitive.
We always say if women just empower other women, we could actually
Like I have different groups, you've seen my groups, they're all supportive, we're all pushing, they're all grabbing each other. Women, no. Very rarely you find one woman who is supportive, but then the others are
I agree with that.
I agree. That's a good,
women are
so
a bit,
true.
There's no girls anymore.
No, that doesn't exist. I've never seen it. And they say it's fake.
Especially in business.
Oh, it doesn't exist. Because again,
that gets
believe,
dirty.
They believe in basically.
If I say my secrets, then.
It's like I give out my secrets all the time.
Yeah.
I give it everyone all the time because most people will not do it. That's number one. Number two, again, a risk from Allah, not from people.
Exactly.
So relax. Sometimes you have 10 shops in the same thing, saying the same thing. Only 2 are working. Why? Why? But that's the whole thing. It's just do your part properly.
Yeah.
People don't do that. That's the whole thing. So I haven't seen. I know a lot of successful women, very, very successful women, but again, when they are this way, they lose that who they are.
Yeah, there's no balance there.
That's so
they
true.
Learn
because you find the strong, independent women are usually lacking, to find somebody to get emotional with or to settle down with. Usually they're single or divorced or
because they don't know how to balance life and business.
Yeah, so good for you. You have all your Gucci's and Louis Vuittons, but you're alone now.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was going to say something else about there's this drive for balance. I think is the biggest mistake. I think harmony is better. Sometimes you can have that 2-hour thing that you do in your day that charges you to do everything else in your day.
What's yours?
Me?
Yeah, what's one thing that charges you?
I try my best to avoid anything that... So it's not about more positivity, it's about no negativity. What's the most important thing in the... It's not the journey, it's not destination. You know what it is?
That's how you get there.
No, it's not the journey, it's not the destination.
Oh, it's not the journey,
you know what it is?
not the destination.
It's the company. And the most important company you have is you and yourself.
True.
The issue, most people do not have a good relation with themselves. Full of doubt, self-hate.
Some people don't love themselves.
Yeah, which again, how you can't be in war with yourself and the world. Pick one.
Yeah.
You can't.
To work together.
Yeah. The mountains are there for you to carry, not to carry, but to climb. Most people carry it on their backs. No. Don't do that. For again, this is the whole thing with I always tell people, hey, when I sense they're, I ask you, are you your best friend or are you your biggest critic? Simple question. Question for you. Are you your best friend or are you your worst critic?
A little bit of both.
No, either one.
No, then I'm my best friend.
Are you?
Yeah.
Do you high five yourself in your head?
Oh, all the time.
You're doing very good. And you?
But I'm gonna be honest. When I feel like I screwed up, I'm hard on myself. That's why I said
don't be too hard. Here's the thing. You're
so I feel like I'm almost my best friend, but maybe a little bit more my critic. If I'll be honest.
Here's the thing. You're a mother. You need to reparent yourself as if you are your firstborn.
Well said. Well said.
ربي نفسك.
Exactly. Because what happens here is you need to put some lights inside and put some compassion and love for yourself.
Oh, don't make me cry.
It's okay, cry. But that's extreme.
True because listen, everyone goes through things in life and you don't realize it will affect you in the future. So that's true.
When we talk about games and so on, what's the most important character in the game? It's player number 1. That's you. So in life is a game, you are player number 1 in the game. So you got to play player number 1. Player number 1 is everything. So you cannot expect happiness is an inside job. It's not things, it's not people, it's not situations.
Yeah.
None of this means anything.
Money ain't happiness, ladies.
I swear that's why the reason why maybe lately I've been more happy and loving myself is because I've been taking, my salah more serious.
Yeah.
Finally, realizing that only he understands. So who else?
Alignment. Because we are electromagnetic beings. Okay? So our thoughts is electrical and our movement is magnetic. So your thoughts your words, and your actions. These are the most important center points of chakras. Okay, so when these are aligned, then you become a magnet. You vibrate at a different frequency, and the frequency become a magnet, and becomes everything comes to you. But the issue, like we say, we think, we say, we do.
We do something.
You lie to yourself, you lie to everybody else.
Words are impeccable.
It is, everything have a frequency. The frequency is a magnet. It brings things to you.
And if you're going to talk negatively, you're going to feel like shit and look like
shit. The devil, the shaitan, listens to what you say.
Yeah.
So don't say it out. Keep it in yourself. Just say, when you ask me, how do I feel? Unstoppable, phenomenal, tremendous.
Oh, I love that.
Very positive.
Yeah.
But
affirmations.
because you have to psych yourself up.
Exactly.
You do it in your
Affirmations.
classroom.
Yeah.
It's so
Literally,
important.
She has the cutest thing in her classroom, by the way. She has a mirror.
And I don't even teach myself that.
Her students go to the mirror and they say,
yeah, I am brave, I am strong,
I'm
so that's
beautiful.
Yeah, you have to.
Because you don't tell yourself that. You wait for people on the internet to tell
like
you that.
Because like you said, it's all connected. Like once you start being positive, you're going to feel good.
But positive is one part of the equation. The other part of the equation is less negativity.
Yeah.
Because you can post a social media, a post on Instagram, and you're gonna get 100 people there, and you're amazing. And like one person said, "You fat ass."
You're gonna remember that fat ass comment.
True.
So that's one negative trumped 100 positive.
Yeah.
Yes.
So again, not registering.
Depends what you focus on.
Yeah,
as well.
exactly. So you focus. I always say that I just put this one in the last post. Like a focused fool is better than a distracted genius. Focus is the biggest thing. So wherever you put your focus and your energy in will change where you drive.
Definitely.
And again, driving a car, you can't drive a car like this and look this way.
If you're not focused, that's so true.
Focus is extremely important. It's like a camera. You move the camera everywhere. It's just always blurry, but sit still.
How did you not allow? Like we know the country we live in, fast. We have the other side, partying, this, that.
Yeah.
How did you not? Because you're still young. I would say maybe that you were in the scene. How did you not lose focus from falling into that life? And you chose, okay, no, I'm going to get my shit together. And I want to, go this way.
Decisions.
Okay.
I think I always observe my surrounding. And I always ask myself, what's the ROI? What's the return investment of me doing this? If I go party, what am I going to get from that? If I go drinking, what am I going to get from that? So I never had alcohol in my life, never smoked in my life, none of these things.
That's why your skin is glowing. Take notes, guys.
Carnivore. As a carnivore. Being a carnivore. There's no makeup. It's one carnivore. But yeah, again, like the issue is this, when we are so much in our emotion and we ignore the facts. I have a simple question. If you go in the water, you get wet? Yes, you get wet. So have an opinion or emotion. If I don't get wet, that's you're entitled for your opinion, but your opinion means jack shit to reality, in fact.
Yeah.
Simple. Alcohol is poison. It is poison. Khalas. You have a good day, a bad day. Your opinion is not going to change the fact where it is.
Exactly. Yes.
Simple as that. But that's for me. I like to deal with things with the root, not the cause.
Yeah.
Where is the root of this problem? Let's find the root itself. Not fix where I'm doing wrong. Exactly the root of it. Rip it off.
So he's like the kind of guy that if you come to him with a problem, he's already like, go find a solution.
Yeah.
It's like, no, don't waste my time.
I'm going to give you, here's 1, 2, 3, 4. Go and do it. I'm not going to baby you and say, no. I'm not, you want estrogen? Get your girlfriends.
That reminds me of Baba. I remember growing up in school, I hated math. Oh. And I used to always come to him because he was a genius engineer, knew inside
mashallah,
out.
he's very
So I come
smart.
to him, I'm like, Baba, I don't know this question. He's like, go try it yourself and come back to me. I'm like, no, but I'll get it wrong. He's like, yes, I want you to go get it wrong.
Yeah.
Oh,
Get it
And
wrong.
he used to, and I used to
say
cry,
that.
and I never used to understand.
And then
I'm like,
another
he's so
thing,
mean.
back then in the back of the books is just the answer. So we'll write it, he'll come and be like, no, show me your work.
How
like,
did
how
you
the
do
hell
it?
did you get that? We're like,
There you go. Exactly. But that's the whole thing. It is all about this programming of how do you perceive the world? The best situation, how you perceive it.
But how would you perceive it if the world failed you sometimes, like you said?
How
it
the world
fails-
failed you?
I don't know. Like
Excuses. All I hear is excuses right now. You blame and deflect on everybody else, but you must have...
failed. You said you failed so many times.
Yeah, and?
How did you?
Where am
how?
I now?
I know,
That's
mashallah.
Exactly.
Good for
Hey.
you.
So again, there's no excuse.
Now you're the
Sad.
Aquaman.
Period.
But again, there's no excuse. You can always blame everybody else. But until you are accountable and see where did you fuck up, where you mess up, where did you do mistakes, and learn from that and grow from that, then you won't grow.
You
So you can be accountable. Don't look at the mirror. You
Grow
did
That's
that.
how
learn
you know
from
you
your
literally
mistakes.
just have God behind you.
Yeah,
Nobody
yeah.
else. You don't
Exactly,
depend
but it
on
always
nobody.
has been
But
this case, business is very religious. It's very spiritual because you are
course.
believing in something you can't see.
yes. رزق في ايد الله.
Yeah, that's it. That's
It's all trust as well.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. So again, no excuses.
Yeah.
There's
I
no
like
excuses.
that.
Again, you can tell me everything. I heard everything. I see everything. No.
Yeah, nothing phases you. You're
No.
like, I've been through it, done
Oh
it.
yeah, I've been through it all.
And
All
look
that-
at me
that-
now.
Select all,
Look at me
done
now,
all.
bitches.
Yeah,
I swear.
Every way of failing, being stabbed, being lost, all that done.
Mashallah, that's very inspiring. So how is now you Aquaman? How did you become with
Yeah, that's.
how did that
How
come
did
to your
that
mind?
happen?
Like out of
It's a joke, wallah.
like how?
It was
I know,
a-
like, how do you think? Like, that's literally like ideas become your
Yeah.
reality.
It was. I think like I didn't have social media for almost 11 years, and then I learned that I'm gonna be getting the Guinness World Record, and then okay, let's do that. Let's just post a picture. Okay, when I'm gonna put my name, ABC, Ahmed Ben Chaibah. No, okay. Like, then just for nowhere, Aquaman, and then it's there.
Yeah.
Put that in, and it just became the thing. And then one day, one of my friends got me a nice portrait of actual drawing of me as Aquaman. So, oh shit, that is epic.
Yeah, it's
And it's
cool.
like I just became that. And yeah, now we're here.
Now you're here.
Now we're here.
And it's
I
the
love
number one in the region, right?
No, the world.
The world.
Sheesh. She said the world, babe. He said nah.
Number he's
Nah, be the-
worldwide. Amazing.
Mashallah.
I'm leaving you. I'm
Number
Honestly,
one in
that
the
is
world.
amazing.
Yeah, I think
I was gonna ask if there's one advice you can give, but honestly, ladies
gave
and
all the
gentlemen,
advices.
honestly, if
yeah,
you just
that's
keep going. Wow, that's so inspirational.
Because again, you have a picture. This is a picture of like two men digging underground, and there's one guy quits, and the other one continue going, and he hit the gold. So that was always haunting me. He's like, no, I did all this. Why stop now?
Right.
And and it's always moving towards because it became okay. You are only as big as how big you think you're gonna be. So if you think you're gonna make $1 million, you're right. You can only make $1 million. If you think you're gonna make 10, you're gonna make 10. That's it. No more. So you have to be very purposeful and intentional with what you ask that you want to have.
I want to know how many people called you crazy.
Oh, everybody is. You think I care? Here's the thing. If you take
What are you on? Are you
Here's
on?
the thing.
What are
If
you
you take
taking?
people's
Are you-
opinion and put them in an envelope, can you pay rent with it?
No, but you can
So
shove it
why-
up there. Just kidding.
Yeah, but so why should it justify or be something that actually matters how you move your life? They're gonna talk about it regardless. And again, I'm no person. And Nabi, they said about him, he's crazy,
Yes.
he's a magician, or he is a saga,
Look at that.
and he's better than all of us. So who am I? So again, people are gonna talk about it regardless because again, there's free Wi-Fi and everybody have a smartphone.
Right.
So everybody have
Trigger
opinion.
fingers, everyone's
everybody-
commenting.
they all like online gangsters.
Exactly.
And then you see me, the amount of people, and I have one of my managers keep saying me, this people is talking about you, this. And then 2 weeks later, yeah, but he's awesome. Can you set up a meeting with him?
Oh wow.
Because now,
Do people actually like
all the
start
time.
rumors?
Oh yeah,
and
all the time.
stuff?
I said, okay, fine. I don't care, but when I
more
hear
money, more problems.
I
when
swear,
I hear
yeah,
about-
Biggie.
because now I'm pushing my, I'm out there. I dress up
Yeah, I
differently.
feel like now you're more. I've been seeing a lot of like
I'm out there. Yeah,
You're
yeah.
out there.
Yeah,
People-
yeah.
people
So I
recognize
dress
you,
differently.
people-
People can do, oh, look at this. Can do. It's like, what I'm doing. I like style. I love colors. That's what I do.
Yeah.
It's like you put your name. He's like, yeah, I put money because I like to put money in there.
Yeah.
It's my
it's
name.
not cocky.
It's
It's
your
confidence.
opinion.
So if you tell me I'm the
Yeah.
best, it's a compliment. Hey, well done. I like that. I want to get to that level. I want to get to
know.
like fuck you. Like you have something to say to me, nah.
No, but that's the thing. So again,
Respectfully, obviously
Here's
you're
the
a
thing.
nice guy, but we're saying the haters, the negatives, the
doesn't
ones
matter.
that
Again,
try to
everybody
tear you
have a job. Everybody have a job. That's their job. That's your job. Again, just focus. Be hyper, like I call it tunnel vision. Stop worrying about everybody and anybody because it doesn't matter. You'll be surprised how much people actually don't think about you.
True.
They don't.
I swear. Not everything you see also.
Yeah, there was this simple that my friend said to me. It's like Queen Elizabeth. Okay, she was the strongest woman in the world. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she ran almost half the world, right? She was that 2 years ago. The first time you remember her name, just now I remind you.
Yeah, seriously. True.
Well, that's so true.
So again, and you were nowhere close to her.
Yeah,
So why bother yourself with it?
True.
exactly.
Yeah.
If you knew today was your last day
Yeah.
on this world,
Oh, that's deep.
what's one thing you want to say to leave behind with your legacy?
Oh, you done it.
Sheesh.
Yeah, you done it.
Okay, maybe rephrase the question.
Because I'm always mindful about like, I'm not looking to be noticed. I want to be remembered. And how you be remembered? By doing the right good deeds. So the question, are you giving back? The problem is that people think, I need to make money to give back. No, you need to give back when you don't have the money.
Yes.
So, so I personally give 20% of my income. So 20% of my income every month goes out first. And that's how I lead by example. Okay, 20% goes out and it goes to specific things. So I feed people, I have orphans, I have schools, I have mosques, I have... So all these things is done, the things that I believe they are good, and they're all mentioned in Quran. And that, I guess, is the best way to bless me. Because again, it's not my money. It's a test, it's
you
an
don't
exam.
take it with you.
I call this business with God.
Yes.
Okay, because I never had the money. But I was given my money to have it. Now I have the money, God's testing me. So, what are you going to do with it? Are you going to be an idiot? We're going to be still right. So I still make sure I'm very conscious about that every single time. Because again, it's not mine.
True.
You know, it's been given to me as a test.
Yeah.
So that's very important to clear your soul, cleanse your soul by giving.
Because at the end of the day, the root, I mean, money is not happiness. It's not.
No,
you can be look at these Hollywood billionaires, and they're like killing themselves and they're drug addicts.
Because they don't understand that hada dunya, it's not yours forever, baby.
The same way as you go. So.
Here's one more thing. Like, we should not also taboo money. Like the Sahaba, the 10 of them, 8 of them were billionaires compared to that now. Money is important. It's a good thing to have.
Definitely.
But again,
it shouldn't make you who you are.
Exactly. You know, it's just amplified. Because yes, focus, make the money. Because only by making that money, you have the power to change and adapting. You can't change people up with likes and comments. So you need to be able to be the best in what you do, make a lot of money, and be able to help more people.
That is the best mindset. Make money to help others.
I love that.
I love it. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Ahmed.
Thank you, Ahmed.
Guys,
you're welcome.
Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for our show next week.
There we go.
Bye.